What's up, everyone? It's Canaan.
It's Jesse.
And we're the Geeky Saying Couple. And are you ready for some Death Battle? So, this is going to be Jess's first time watching Death Battle. I can't remember the first time the first one I ever saw was either Yang versus Tifa or Vegeta versus Shadow from Sonic the Hedgehog. I've always enjoyed Death Battle. This one's exciting. I figured since Jess loves Blake so much that this would be a good one for her to see. Hopefully Blake doesn't lose. But, yeah. So this is the third time one of the RWBY girls has been in a death battle. The first one was Yang versus Tifa, which Yang won. Then the other one was Weiss versus Mitsuru from Persona 3, which sadly I believe Weiss lost that one. So Team RWBY is 1-for-1, and it's kind of funny that everyone else got a death battle before RWBY has. But yeah, I know a little bit of Attack on Titan, but not as much as other people. But I think just because of her semblance alone, Blake has got the edge. But we'll have to see. So, yeah, this is our reaction to Blake versus Mikasa Death Battle. Let's see how things go. These are always exciting. Let's go.
Blake Belladonna, the feline huntress from RWBY.
Yep.
And Mikasa Ackerman, the giant killing scout from Attack on Titan.
These two reluctant heroes are fighting for a better world.
What'll happen when they go toe-to-toe to see who's the sweatiest?
Volume 1 animation.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
10 years.
Those who make peaceful revolution impossible will make violent revolution inevitable.
I wonder if JFK was thinking about anime cat girls when he said that.
Despite the world of remnant being
I doubt it.
to a plethora of magical beings, the faunus were subject to discrimination from humanity.
That's so dumb. How can humans be racist against faunus? Aside from looking slightly different, they're basically exactly the same. Oh, I get it.
For most of her youth, Blake Belladonna worked with the faunus activist organization, the White.
Do you see that? Likes. Reading Tuna Yang. Woo! Rooster Teeth just threw. Oh my gosh. Dislikes dog social interaction Adam. That's even better. Well, full confirmation that Blake is 19, which we kind of already knew, but oh my gosh. Oh, we're talking about that later. Okay, let's.
Fang. But when her parents expressed concern at its growing violent tactics, she ran away to join them fully.
She's taller than me.
Ginger Kylo Ren's influence.
She's the same height as me. I'm 5'6".
I'm
Believing
5'2".
the faunus deserved to rule the world instead of humans, Adam Taurus turned the White Fang into a terrorist organization. With the young, impressionable Blake in tow. Now Blake got to put her superhuman faunus abilities to the test as a guerrilla fighter.
Yep.
She's not a gorilla, Wiz. She's clearly a cat. You dingus.
That's not what
As
I
a clearly cat faunus, Blake has superhuman strength, speed, and endurance. And here,
Blake has also unlocked her aura, the manifestation of one's soul. Similar to the Eastern concept of chi, Blake can
Yep,
use her
that's
aura
right.
to passively withstand intense damage. Though if it's overtaxed, she will be as defenseless as any ordinary human.
her aura survived this huge flying monster called the Nevermore crashing into her. Twice!
Measuring the size of the Nevermore compared to the stone structure it shattered, we can gauge it had to have fragmented over 2,000 cubic meters of rock.
That means Blake's aura ate over 4 tons of TNT without even breaking.
Wow.
I guess you could say she, sold it. Eh?
Don't try that again, or I'm gonna have to cut you with a sword as sharp as Gamble Shroud. It's everything you could ever want in a sick anime combo weapon. Part katana, part Kasurigama, and it wouldn't be RWBY if it wasn't part gun. Hell, its teeth is a
Yeah,
sword too.
it's the truth.
That's just showing off.
The 96-meter-long elastic ribbon attached to the katana's
Amount
hilt lets
of-
Blake use Gamble Shroud as a grappling hook for maneuverability and creative attack.
That is true.
An invaluable asset for the White Fang and her new boyfriend.
Well, until he threatened to blow up a bunch of innocent people. Now, instead of a bad boy, he's just a boy that is bad.
Horrified, Blake turned her back on Adam and the White Fang, and for the second time in her life, she ran away.
It's like running away is her superpower.
In a sense, it is. Blake's aura allows her to manifest a unique ability, or semblance, called Shadow. Born from her desire to escape, Blake can create a brief, intangible clone for deception, evasion, or even to propel herself through the air.
She can even combine them with different kinds of dust, which is basically magic gunpowder. Fire dust clones will explode on impact, while ice will freeze you solid. Though once she runs out of aura, that's it for her semblance too. Wiz? Buddy? Man, I killed him. And it wasn't even on purpose!
Don't worry, just some biological cloning. It's a hobby. Don't ask if I'm the original. I genuinely don't know anymore. Alone again, Blake
That was
lacked
funny.
purpose and a place to call home. Until she reached Beacon Academy. There, she learned to be a huntress, a soldier of peace sworn to protect the land from monsters and any that would do it harm.
And she wouldn't do it alone. Blake would join up with fellow huntresses in training, Weiss Schnee, Yang Xiaolong, and Ruby Rose to make Team RWBY with a W.
She didn't just find teammates, but friends as well.
Things gross.
Interesting picture there.
Friendship didn't get in the way of her kicking some ass. In fact, it made her even better at it. She's defeated the gangster Roman Torchwick, the kaiju-sized Sea Fei Long, and the assassins Mercury and Emerald, and they could dodge natural lightning.
Comparing the distance they traveled relative to the lightning bolt, we can determine they were moving over 26,000 meters per second, nearly 80 times the speed of sound.
She even managed to stand up to Adam and all his mom just doesn't understand energy with the help of a new, way less toxic partner. So long, you abusive a-hole!
Wow. Oh, that was awesome. They just buried Adam. Oh, wow.
Too bad for a bootleg Virgil. And the crowd could take hits like that over and over before breaking.
Despite her troubled past,
Wow.
Blake would never stop fighting for a better, more peaceful, more equitable world. She was done running. With her friends at her side, she would face the future head on.
So long.
Well, that's on Blake.
Welcome to scenic Shiganshina. Enjoy the rustic medieval architecture, hardy populace, and yep, that can't be good.
Towering behind enormous walls, the last remnants of humanity were driven to near extinction by the arrival of the monstrous Titans.
Despite that, little Mikasa Ackerman lived a happy, normal life until her parents were brutally murdered in front of her. But never fear, she reversed the shit out of those assholes with the help of Eren Yik.
Okay, so, like I said, I don't know that much about Attack on Titan, but I know enough, okay? Look at her likes. Ice cream, her scarf, and Eren. It is very, very obvious, if you know anything about Attack on Titan, that Mikasa has romantic feelings for Eren. So, ergo, they put Yang in Blake's likes. That means she's got romantic feelings for Yang. This isn't rocket scientist. I said scientist. What is wrong with it? This isn't rocket science.
And I'm the exhausted one.
Well, it's better than me saying this isn't brain science or rocket surgery like some people do.
That was still backwards.
Yeah, I know.
No, you still said it wrong.
Well, whatever. Let's move on. I hate you.
Jaeger, another pint-sized psychopath in training.
Adopted by Eren's parents, Mikasa and Eren somehow lived a happy, normal life.
If that's possible in Attack on
Until all
Titan.
their friends and family were brutally murdered by Titans. I'm sensing a pattern here.
With barely anyone in her life lasting longer than a 25-minute episode, Mikasa became Eren's guardian angel.
Certainly a valuable asset to Eren, who devoted his life to exterminating the Titan threat.
Together, they joined the military and got their hands on some sweet Titan-slaying gear, the Vertical Maneuvering Equipment, or VMI.
Also known as Omnidirectional Movement, or ODM gear in the anime, it allows Mikasa to fight the towering Titans at their own level.
ODM gear comes with two 20 to 30 foot long iron wire spears.
I've seen people walking around in cosplay that they actually made these things for their cosplay, and I have to say, it looked very impressive, but looked like it would have been hard to walk around with.
Farting. That's called farting, Wiz.
It wouldn't be Death Battle without some fart jokes.
I'll get another clone.
He had an aneurysm from his stupidity, pretty much.
Color at speeds up to 366 kilometers per hour. That's almost a third the speed of sound.
Assuming she can reach top speeds in a second, that's over 10 G's of force. 10 times Earth's gravity.
For reference, astronauts withstand about 3 G's of force during liftoff, and fighter pilots can withstand up to 9 G's for a second or two during aerial combat.
Ugh.
Even just 6 G's for a sustained period of time can be fatal for a human being, but Mikasa can survive almost twice that much and fight giant monsters.
Well, it is an anime.
That insane speed makes her especially deadly when she whips out her special Titan-slashing swords made of ultra-hard steel. And that's exactly the term I'd use to describe myself after watching what they can do to a Titan.
Despite their name, they're rather fragile, at least relative to the super tough Titan skin they have to repeatedly cut. So Mikasa carries a set of 12 that she can easily dispose of and replace mid-combat.
Yeah, that kind of became a problem when some super intelligent Titans started sporting crazy tough armor. That's when Mikasa breaks out the big guns, the Thunder Spears.
Essentially proto-bazookas, the Thunder Spears are thrown like javelins. They're sharp enough to pierce even the armored Titan's impenetrable hide, and once their fuse is severed, they'll explode, devastating
Wow.
anything within
Has a
range.
1-2 punch then.
Armored Titan's armor is no joke. It was tough enough to tank punching a hole through Wall Maria.
By measuring the size of the gate in comparison to, let's go with this guy, we can determine the armored Titan violently fragmented over 1,000 cubic meters of rock.
That'd take over 18 tons of TNT.
Wow.
To level a city block, and the Thunder Spear shreked it. No surprises here. If you're too close to one of its blasts, it's game over.
Despite the awesome power at her fingertips, Mikasa only really joined the military to watch over and protect Eren.
Like a loving mother hen. Yeah, and that became way harder once Eren learned he could also turn into one of those super intelligent Titans.
Now humanity's greatest weapon against the Titan menace, Eren was at the center of all major anti-Titan operations, which meant Mikasa was there too, ruthlessly dispatching anyone that might harm him.
Get over yourself, Eren. So what if your childhood home was destroyed by a Titan?
And he
You're
just
living
headbutted her.
rent-free in this girl's head, and it could be worse. You could be Armin. Man,
But-
like she's programmed to protect him.
You're not off base. Mikasa's last name isn't inconsequential. Ages ago, the Ackermans were bioengineered to be subservient super soldier royal guards to the mighty Eldian Emperor.
Well,
Okay.
Wherever all that shit came from, Mikasa's got the Ackerman blood coursing through her veins. The same blood that gives her a fraction of a Titan's power without transforming. Holy crap!
It's that power that allowed Captain Levi, another Ackerman, to dodge point-blank bullets. That's over Mach 2, and Mikasa can easily keep up with him.
It also lets her subconsciously tap into the combined experience and battle instincts of Ackerman's past. She's like the avatar of Titan murder.
Unfortunately, this blood bond with Eren means that even when he goes too far, she's obligated to protect him, kind of like a robot.
I don't buy it, Wiz. She doesn't love him because of her DNA. She loves him because he's the only one who stood up for her when she couldn't stand up for herself. When she looks at him and the rest of her friends, she sees a hope for a brighter tomorrow.
Wow, Boomstick. That was touching.
And she has fart powers.
Well, it was nice while it lasted.
That's one of those you've always got to ruin it moments.
No point.
Oh boy.
Stars set and we've run the data through all possibilities.
It's time for a death battle!
Who you got?
Come on, really?
Yeah, I'm hoping Blake wins, but we'll see. Here we go. Is she reading?
Civilians were supposed to evacuate this area hours ago. Get the hell out of here. They're coming.
That's exactly what she was reading.
Yeah.
Get the hell.
So we're just gonna fight for this because.
Leave me alone. Are those 2 sets of ears? She must have 4 times the hearing.
Wow, she Ooh, that was close. Well, Blake is definitely using her semblance effectively, and the dust. Fart powers. Oh. Whew. Jeez.
She likes popping those clones and attacking me from behind.
How much can Blake keep using them, though? They did a really good job animating this. Ow. Really? You're going to use those against her?
Gotcha this time.
Ah. I don't think it's a good job to grab that, Blake. Oh, her aura's going.
What?
Did you see that, though? That was just like... Oh, my arm's gone. No biggie. Oh! Well, that was an awful way to go. Blake wins! Seriously?
I told her not to get too close to that thunder spear. Too bad she can't hear omniscient narration from beyond the fourth wall.
Despite Mikasa's overwhelming and frankly terrifying tenacity, Blake's varied arsenal and powers gave her a clear edge.
The ODM gear allowed Mikasa to keep up with Gamble Shroud's agility, but in terms of offense, Mikasa was kind of a one-trick pony. And that's especially compared to the Swiss anime knife that is Gamble Shroud, which could stretch 10 to 16 times longer than either of Mikasa's cables.
Blake's variety of shadows she could spam at will kept Mikasa guessing, and her aura allowed her to survive any attacks that could land.
To be fair, the Thunder Spears were a different story, and were powerful enough to shatter Blake's aura. The aura could survive around 4 tons of TNT, while the Spear's explosion could dish out over 18.
But
Okay.
Blake's far greater speed made her dodge lightning. In this case,
Yeah,
40
that's...
times faster than Mikasa.
And those Thunder Spears are meant for big, slow titans, not human opponents, so it's unlikely she'd ever get a solid hit in with one.
In that same sense, Mikasa's Ackerman heritage couldn't save her either.
It may give her generations worth of combat experience Avatar style, but almost all of it was against titans, not a faunus huntress like Blake, who has powers the Ackerman family has never seen before.
Coupled with her Odium Gear's limited fuel supply and breakable swords, Mikasa just couldn't end the fight before her own options ran out. Mikasa had guts, but Blake's speed, versatility, and sick anime combo weapon gave her the edge.
It may have
The
been
power of
unbeatable,
anime.
but Blake had the
Well, they're both
spirit
anime, so.
to win without a shadow of a doubt.
The winner is Blake Belladonna.
Yay!
Hope you guys enjoyed that episode of Death Battle. As always, you can get our latest merch at store.roosterteeth.com. And also, click down below to watch another video.
Who are they going to have next time? It's always curious to see. Really? Really? It's... Poe versus Iron Fist? Really? Okay, so real quick, I am going to go back here because we need to discuss this. Because I'm sure there's going to be some people that's going to be like, why did you do this to me? Let's see if I can capture it. Yeah. So this is definitely a callback to when Yang lost her arm. It's colored the same way, with the weapons colored and Blake's
Except her color is just purple like hers instead
Yeah.
of yellow.
oh,
But
oh yeah, it's
the red I meant is
Yeah.
like
I see what you're doing here, Rooster. Like, you got, like, really? What a way to connect Blake and Yang even more, and to like have Blake lose her arm in a death, and like it's the other arm too.
I know. I
So,
noticed that too.
We've got some symmetry stuff going on here. Totally happy Blake won. So now Team RWBY is 2-1 in Death Battle, so it's all up to RWBY. Whoever they... Poor Weiss. Could you imagine if Weiss is the only one who loses a death battle? Well, they've went in the past. They've used characters they've used before in other fights, so who knows what'll happen in the future. But yeah. So yay, Blake won. I'm sure Twitter is talking about the likes and this. So yeah. That was a good one. We might have to watch more of these in the future. If you guys enjoyed the video, please hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, click that like button. All of our golly, I'm out of it today. All of our links are in the description down below. Leave us a comment, tell us what you thought about the death battle and all that. As always, guys, this is Cannan.
This is Jesse.
We love you all very, very much. Stay safe out there. Take care of yourselves, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.